Hey guys, so I'm off to the casino today. So the plan is to hopefully play for around 7 hours. Most likely 2-5 no limit hold'em. So for this channel, what I've been doing, I've been posting my boxing bets, some poker vlogs, and videos of me playing chess. This channel started out as a channel about betting on boxing, but after losing a few big bets, I kind of stopped, and now I've gotten back into the boxing betting a little bit. So, I mean, the plan was to kind of get back into it and bet small and see how things go. And so for betting on boxing, I bet, I put $500 on my Bet365 account. And I had two bets. I bet on the over for the Wilder and Zhang fight. I bet over 3.5 rounds, so I won that. And then I also bet David Benavidez to win against Alexander Usyk, and I won that as well. So I've won those two bets. My 500's now at 730. Both of those bets I posted on my YouTube channel and in short videos. So I just showed videos of me placing the bets. You know, it's like a 40-second clip of me just being on my Bet365 account, showing my screen as I pick as I show you guys where in the lobby to find the bets that I want to bet on, and then I show you how much I bet, and it was to win how much. So going forward, I'm gonna just keep doing that. Whatever, I think of it kind of as a reset or whatever. I mean, put $500 on my Bet365, and I'm just gonna show you guys as I try and run it up. So far I've gone 2-0, and that 500 is now at around 730, I think. And I have a few bets coming up in the fall, so I'll show those bets when I make them. Also on this YouTube channel, I've been posting my chess videos lately. So right now I have a goal for chess, bullet chess, which is to get my rating to 1710, because my record is 1709. So I'd like to break my own personal record on the YouTube channel. So I like to show the videos as I move up. When I started posting the videos recently, well, it's been on my phone, so my record was 1709 on my iPad, and my iPad's broken, so I'm playing on my phone. And right now on my phone, my rating is up to about 1630. I think it's 1631. So right now my rating is 1631. But I've been, it's kind of hard on. It's tough on my phone, and I feel like I'm pretty much, since I posted videos, I think I started posting when I was at around 1600, and I'm still at whatever I'm at, 1631. So I haven't really gone up. I've gone down a bunch, all the way down to 1450, and then I've gone back up. At one point I went on a streak where I won 22 games in a row, so that was pretty crazy. I posted a video where I won my 20th bullet chess game in a row, so that was kind of a cool thing. Whatever, actually I had a streak, so I won 22 in a row, and then I had a draw, which ended the streak, but then I won my next 6, so in the span of 29 games I went 28-0-1 in bullet chess. So I thought that was pretty cool, and they were all, against opponents who were ranked around 1500. So my score went from 1440 all the way to 1600 and something. So yeah, I'm trying to get it to 1709, and I mean, at this point I don't really want to post videos unless I'm showing a video where my rating is higher than the video before. So I think I showed a video where my rating was 1640, maybe that was my most recent video. And so yeah, I want the next video to be I have a rating of around 1650, and then hopefully 1660, 1670. And maybe go up 10 points at a time. So hopefully I can accomplish that feat shortly, and I can show you guys the video where I passed the 1709 mark. But yeah, I mean, it's tough to do, and it's kind of funny. I mean, I think with bullet chess, to be successful or to really maximize your rating, you kind of have to treat it like poker, where you're really playing your best when you play. So you can't tilt, you can't have sessions of bullet chess where you're sitting there playing really bad and rematching guys who are playing better than you, and maybe you're pissed off that you lost and whatever. So it's gonna make your rating tank. So I'm trying to just be careful, play a few games a day, make sure I'm playing well, I'm not tired, I'm alert. So yeah, so hopefully I can show you guys. I can show you guys me getting my rating to 1710. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's funny too, because for bullet chess, so yeah, my rating's 1710, and often I'll beat someone, whatever, let's say they're, 1700 or 1600, whatever, and sometimes I'll look up their stats, and they'll be, whatever, similar stats to mine, but their blitz chess sometimes was 1900, 2000, and when I try blitz, I'm pretty awful, and my blitz, the highest I've ever gotten it to is 1350, so I'm a pretty bad blitz player, because I feel I'm not patient enough, or I guess I just prefer bullet chess, but also, my game of chess itself, I think is kind of bad, because it's pretty much self-taught, and it's mostly just been bullet chess. So I feel like my edges are coming from things that are kind of like outside chess things, in terms of just being really fast, keeping your composure, having my opponent run at a time before me. So I don't necessarily think of myself as a great chess player, and I think one way maybe I could improve would be to get better at chess in general, like, you know, blitz chess or 10-minute chess, where you're trying to think things through a little more. But whatever, right now I'm just enjoying bullet chess. I'm trying to get it, like I said, to 17-10. But so I wanted to kind of just share my strategies, because I do think it's kind of interesting that, you know, here I am, whatever. So say I'm a 1300 blitz chess player, and I'm playing guys who are like 1900 and 1800 blitz chess players, and I'm essentially beating them half the time because we have the same bullet chess rating, right? So anyway, here are some of my strategies for winning at bullet chess. So the first strategy would be to essentially memorize your first like 5 or 6 moves of the game. Because if you come out and you have your first moves memorized and you act really fast, you have your presets good to go, you can gain an edge, because, you know, let's say your first 6 moves take 1 second and your opponent's first 6 moves take 6 seconds. Well, suddenly you have 59 seconds left and your opponents have 54 seconds left. So it immediately puts them at that like disadvantage when they're like, oh shit, I've fallen behind in time. I need to, you know, try and catch up. So ultimately my goal is to just avoid getting checkmate for the full minute. And if you watch my videos, a lot of them are me winning, where my opponents just run out of time. I mean, I don't know. I wish it showed in the stats what the percentages were, but I'm assuming like of 90% of my wins, or at least 80% of my wins, have to be me winning on time with my opponent timing out, right? And then maybe 10 to 20% of my wins are me checkmating my opponent. So since my strategy is to win on time, one of the things I try and do early on is, like I said, I get that 5-second edge off the bat, and then I look to trade queens. So the reason I look to trade queens is because, I mean, the easiest way to checkmate your opponent is to find a way to do it using your queen, right? So obviously the queen's the most powerful piece, and because it can attack your king from every situation, or, you know, it's put so much pressure on your king, you want to get rid of the queens so that you don't have to worry about the early checkmate, or I guess the most common checkmate, right? So yeah, first I try to look to trade queens. Once I've traded the queens, then my next essential strategy is to really try and protect my king. So now that the queens are traded and I'm up in time, I'm just looking to make sure my king is protected. And it's kind of funny too, because if you think about chess in general and you were trying to like come up with a bunch of like, you know, fundamentals for chess, you know, you'd say things like, you know, don't double up pawns, right? Things like that. But one of the most important rules that's often overlooked, I think, and especially in like whatever more amateur chess players, is they kind of forget to just protect their king, right? They're so busy, you know, moving their knights and their rooks around, maybe being aggressive with their queen, that all of a sudden they forget that their king is not really being well protected. So I often try and make sure I have my king protected. Another thing too is, you know, sometimes when you're playing in a game and your pieces aren't really set up in the best way, and you kind of can see a checkmate coming, I think it's okay to, you know, make a bad trade just to kind of get yourself out of a dangerous spot. So, you know, often I'll trade like a rook for a knight or whatever, just because I feel like, oh, a checkmate's coming up, I'm in trouble here. So I just try and trade and try and set up my pawns in a way that I can at least protect my king and not get checkmated so quickly. And then one of the main things, obviously, is to keep your composure when you're playing and not panic. There really is no reason to panic if you think about it. And I've noticed so many times people, whatever, they just like, they don't know what to do, and it's, you can tell when your opponent's panicking or choking. And then another strategy, essentially, is to never quit. I mean, you should be playing. If you feel like you can't win the game, you should be trying to find ways to get the tie, right? Because you're trying to get your rating as high as possible. So if you can't win the game, you can always try and find ways to play a tie. And I know me, for bullet chess, and I've seen it happen to my opponents too, sometimes your opponent's phone dies, right? It runs out of battery, or their internet connection messes up. So even if you're in a game and you're getting destroyed and you're low on time, just don't quit. There's a chance your opponent's phone might die, right? I know it's definitely happened a lot. And I know it's happened to me too, or whatever. I'm playing a game of bullet chess, and then all of a sudden, maybe I'm winning or whatever it is. It's a competitive game, and then my wife and kids need me for something, and I'm just forced to quit the game of chess and take the loss. So, you never know because it's online, you never know what's going on. So I would always say don't quit. Just try and never quit if you can. I'm trying to think if I have any other good strategies. I mean, yeah, whatever. Mostly what I said. I'm sure there's things I'm forgetting, but I don't know. I'm pretty just happy that I've been able to get to 1600 and maintain 1600. I want to get to 1700, and I just think it is an impressive score considering I'm constantly playing against guys who I think are a lot better than me. And because I have a strategy where I'm trying to win on time, and like, you know, I come out with my first few moves memorized to try and get that 5-second edge. I'm trading queens, things like that. I think assuming my opponent's better than me, or, you know, like I said, has a much higher blitz chess rating, I assume they're going to figure me out. So probably avoiding rematches is also technically the way to go to try and get your rating as high as possible. I mean, I'm also love being competitive, and it is fun to rematch guys, and even if, you know, someone has an edge, it's fun to try and beat them. Sometimes, you know, you get in this mode where some guys won 10 games in a row and you're really just trying to win one, and obviously it's not good to be playing them if you're trying to increase your rating, but you do it anyways. But, you know, right now I'm trying to take my bullet chess as serious as I can so I can get the rating high for this channel, just whatever, as a sense of, you know, personal accomplishment. So I'm not gonna, my plan now too is to not take any rematches. And also during that streak when I won 22 in a row, I don't think I took any rematches because once I got a streak going, I understood I wanted to maintain it, and I'm pretty sure rematches is not a good way to do that, because, you know, opponents can figure out your tendencies, and especially someone who's better than you can figure out your tendencies and exploit them. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying watching my bullet chess videos. Also, so like I said, coming up, I'm going to post more videos, some shorts of me making boxing bets, because I know I have some bets coming up in the fall. And yeah, I mean, hopefully I can run up my Bet365 account from 500 to whatever and get back into the groove of making money every year betting on boxing. And then for poker, what I've been doing, so I was grinding live a bit. I showed that vlog of me going 10 times to play live. And then after that vlog finished, I think I went maybe 3 or 4 more times live. And I had a shitty session where I was just annoyed and I was pretty tilted. I lost a little in the end, but whatever. It just kind of got me tilted from live. And then I just went back to online. And I've just been playing online for the past 6 weeks. So mostly just been playing 1-2 online. So I've been playing 1-2 Pot Limit Omaha online. Been playing 1-2 PLO online, mostly on it's on PokerStars and Party Poker, and most of the time I'm playing 6 max tables. What else? So yeah, so today I'm going to the casino, and I kind of just want to, I don't know. I mean, I guess my plan right now is to grind online Monday to Thursday. Uber as well a little bit. I'm enjoying that too. I kind of like just the feeling of like doing Uber, grinding online, and not, it's like I grind online and maybe whatever, say I do a 3-4 hour session, I do well, and then I'm kind of just like, all right, I'm like done with like online for the day, or done with poker for the day, but I know I still should be working more. So I just get in my car and I go Uber a few hours. So instead of working only 4 hours for the day, you know, say I do 4 hours online, 3 hours Uber, it's like I worked 7 hours that day. And whatever, obviously I need to, you know, with the wife and the kids, I think I need to be working more. I mean, maybe not as much as I can right now, but I definitely need to be working a lot just to pay for bills and everything. So when I'm not playing online, I am trying to do more Ubering. But I was thinking Fridays, to try and get in the habit of either every Friday or most Fridays, maybe 3 Fridays a month, or whatever, at least 2 Fridays a month. I don't know, just get in the habit of going Fridays to the casino to just play live, mix things up a bit. I know in general, Fridays have always been good games, and I enjoy playing on Fridays. I feel like I'm usually in a good groove. So yeah, I'm off to the casino today, Friday. Hopefully it goes well. And then, yeah, maybe I'll vlog every now and then as I'm driving to the casino on Friday to just get things off my chest, let you guys know what I'm up to. I don't know, just discuss what's on my mind, you know, like video journal, that sort of thing. What else real quick? Yeah, so kind of just what's been on my mind. Whatever, summer's been good. Went on vacation with my wife and kids, and my wife's family as well, and my brother. We went to Maine, and it was a lot of fun. Went to the beach in Maine. So that was awesome. It was a good, fun road trip. Stayed in hotels. It was a nice little town in Algonquin. Yeah, also I'm interested too with the election coming up, right? Presidential election. It'll be interesting between Trump and Kamala Harris. One thing I found pretty interesting is I was following the odds for that too. and I saw Trump was about a 2-1 favorite against Biden. And then Biden stepped down and Kamala Harris entered the race and replaced him. And now Kamala Harris is a small favorite. So essentially it went from Trump being about, whatever, let's just say 70% to now Trump being, 45%. So I think that's pretty interesting to see how things have changed. And yeah, I wonder what's going to happen going forward, because now it seems like it's pretty 50-50 according to the odds. And yeah, it's just, to me, the presidential elections are always entertaining. I used to bet on them in the past. I don't think I'll really be betting on it this time, but maybe whatever. Like I said, I don't know. I think it's hard to bet against, or to bet on Kamala Harris and to bet against Trump. So if Trump's like if Trump is an underdog at the time of the election, maybe we'll bet like whatever, $50 on Trump or something. But I'll let you guys know if I do end up betting on that. And then the other bet I think is interesting too coming up. I mean, again, I don't really plan on betting on it, but it's the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight. I think that the whole thing is just a ridiculous, interesting event. I mean, whatever, Jake Paul's 26, 27 years old. He's trying to be a professional boxer. He fights at cruiserweight, so he fights at 190 pounds, I think. And then Tyson, one of the greatest heavyweights ever, he's 220. He punches super hard, but now he's 58 years old. He's a 26-year-old against a 58-year-old. And I mean, Jake Paul's about a 2.5 to 1 favorite, so they're saying there's 70% chance he's gonna win, maybe 75% chance. But I don't know. Just the whole thing just kind of interests me. And one sec. The whole thing does kind of interest me. I'm definitely gonna watch that. I think it'll be interesting too how it's on Netflix, and I guess Netflix must think it's gonna be a big deal, even though the whole thing does also seem really stupid. I'm just like, why is a 26-year-old fighting a 58-year-old? And why is this I don't know, why is this even allowed? It does seem really ridiculous, but it's Mike Tyson, so I guess we'll see what happens. That'll be something. I wonder too how much of a big deal that fight will be in the sports world, or how many viewers it'll get, or how mainstream that fight will be. So yeah, I guess we'll see. That will be pretty interesting. But anyways, that's whatever. I guess that's all for today. Off to the casino. I hope I can run good. I feel like I know I haven't had a big session live in a while. It seems like most of my sessions are just I win $400 or less, or I end up doing bad and losing 1,000. So I know. I mean, before I used to have sessions where winning 2K didn't seem that unlikely. Playing 2-5 at the casino, right? I had some 3K sessions. I know I've had a 5K session before, but yeah, it seems like it's been very long since I've had even just a session where I've won over $1,000, and it's 2-5 buy-in with a 1K. It's 2-5 blinds with a 1K buy-in. So winning $1,000 shouldn't be that hard. But yeah, I mean, hopefully I can run good. And yeah, like I said, my goal is to play for 7 hours today. So hopefully I can play 2-5, 7 hours, buy-in 1K, and then hopefully run good. Oh yeah, so I'll let you guys know in the comments how I do in my session. But all right, so that's all for now. Hope everything's going well. Hope everything is going good. Have a good weekend, everyone. Bye.